To all the non-believers, 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 non-believers. I'm making non-believers.
What's up, y'all? This is Jay Varsity, and welcome to episode 53 of NBA Talk Playoff Edition. Well, we're really going to just cover one game from the playoffs. The Western Conference Finals started last night between the Portland Trailblazers and the Golden State Warriors. Look, are y'all shocked that Golden State won? Because I'm not. Portland just came off a tough Game 7. They wasn't going to come back with that same energy for a Western Conference Finals Game 1, so I wasn't surprised that Golden State won, especially in that fashion, because defensively Portland they just looked exhausted. They looked exhausted. I mean, for God's sake, you won 7 games against a Denver team that was the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. So I'm not surprised Steph Curry hit 9 threes. The Warriors did what they do. Damian Lillard didn't have such a great night. I saw him grabbing his hamstring for like a good second. I hope it's nothing serious. C.J. McCollum, he tried. They all tried their best. They tried to keep it close, but by the fourth quarter they just looked done. Steph was getting too many open looks. It was just over. I just knew it from the jump. I told people I'm not surprised that Golden State wins Game 1. I'm not surprised. But I don't see Portland doing the same exact thing 2 times in a row. I probably would expect a different adjustment going into Game 2. But it's like the Warriors didn't make no crazy adjustments. They played the way they play. They didn't do nothing drastic about their defense, because they did what they always do. Portland played a little bit more physical, but it just couldn't last. It just couldn't last them enough so they could make this a game. And by the time they try to make it a game, the game was already out of reach. So yeah, the Warriors did what they usually do. I expect Portland to make adjustments in Game 2. I don't expect the Warriors to get the Warriors better not try to get comfortable like they usually do whenever they get the first game. Then they start playing lazy. But yeah, Portland should make adjustments. Especially and hopefully Damian Lillard is not suffering an injury, because that's the last thing we need. That'll be the worst case scenario. But that's not what everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about the draft lottery last night. Oh my God. I did not think we would see what we saw in last night's draft lottery. I did not think so whatsoever. How in the hell did the Pelicans get the number 1 pick? That's insane. How did the Pelicans end up being the winner of the Zion sweepstakes according to ESPN? Like, the Pelicans had a 6% chance at getting the number 1 pick. 6%. I just don't know how. Like, I think that was the biggest shocker. And then Memphis got the number 2 pick. That's another team that I didn't expect to be in the top 5. So that's it. That Zion Williamson and John Morant. That's Memphis and that's New Orleans and Memphis right there. Then the Knicks got the 3 pick. So most likely that's going to be R.J. Barrett. Look, this was the end of tanking. This was the end of tanking, period. This draft just ended tanking, because now you don't have to have the worst record in the league to get the number 1 pick. This was a pure lottery. This was a pure raffle. I don't want to hear nobody saying that this draft was rigged against the Knicks. No, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. I really don't. And if you're in New Orleans, you best be happy because now you got another future prospect. You're gonna have a season. That's it. Season tickets are gonna be sold out just to see Zion play. But in the case of the Anthony Davis saga, Anthony Davis is gone. Zion Williamson is not gonna be the reason Anthony Davis stays. He's gone. He's gone because guess who ended up with the number 4 pick? The Los Angeles Lakers. And from what I see from the Lakers are going to use that pick and probably add Brandon Ingram or Kyle Kuzma, or one of those two guys, and they're going to use them as a trade asset to get Anthony Davis because New Orleans will possibly have 2 players in the top 5, and will probably draft 2 of the top 5 players in the draft. You think New Orleans is not thinking about that? And then I don't know, Knicks fans, how do you feel? Like I just want to know how you feel. Right in the comments, how do you feel about this? Like, are you cool with getting R.J. Barrett? I mean, obviously you wanted Zion, but it's like, would you keep R.J. Barrett? Would you try to use him as a trade piece? I don't know, but like, it's just insane. It's just insane. This draft lottery was absolutely nuts. And like I said, that Lakers 4th pick, this is another question everybody asking, how did the Lakers end up in the top 4? How did the Lakers end up in the top 4? That is absolutely nuts. That is absolutely insane. Like, I didn't expect the Lakers to end up in the top 4. I thought they would have maybe the 9th pick. I thought the Lakers would have like the 9th pick. But that was just insane. I guess you could say that Knicks fans are the most heartbroken out of everybody in this draft lottery because it was Zion Williamson or bust in New York City. If you've seen reactions on YouTube with people in bars, people joining up to other people's houses, seeing the draft lottery, and then when they see the 3rd pick, they're more pissed off than ever. They're just pissed off, and I just couldn't help but laugh. All that tanking just to get the 3rd pick. And then they're gonna try. If I know the Knicks, they're probably gonna use R.J. Barrett as a trade piece to try to get Anthony Davis, but it's not gonna work. And yes, this pick does affect the free agency of the New York Knicks. It really does. Because this probably does affect Kyrie and KD coming to the Knicks. Well, more Kyrie than KD, because I'm pretty sure KD going to the Knicks is a done deal. But Kyrie is not. I'm not so sold on because I think that draft is going to play a bit of a role because even though to me, Kyrie, R.J. Barrett, and KD would be a monster trio, many people don't see it that way. Many people don't see it that way. They don't see that that's enough. But Knicks fans were so sold on getting Zion, move on. Move on. Like, this is what the hell y'all get for tanking. It backfired. It absolutely backfired. And I'm glad it happened because I hate seeing teams tank. I really do. I hate seeing teams lose on purpose. Hell, it was disgusting when Philly did it for 5 straight years. Like, come on, man. Like, that's the most disgusting thing I've seen in sports. Where's your pride, man? I get it. Maybe y'all do suck, but at least go down fighting. Don't lose on purpose. Like, Jesus Christ. I really can't. And I'm glad this backfired. I'm glad this backfired on the Knicks. And I'm glad this backfired on the Cavs and the Bulls and the Phoenix Suns. Because tanking is not, you should not be rewarded for losing on purpose. You should never be rewarded for losing on purpose. So this draft lottery to me was good for the NBA because it shows that losing on purpose doesn't get you rewarded. Now, if you do end up with one of the worst records, then that's a different story. But at least if you got the worst record, tell me at least that you tried to win your games. But yeah, man, the draft lottery, this was good for the NBA, for the future of the NBA. Maybe teams will stop tanking. Maybe we'll start seeing competitiveness, because the tanking thing was just getting beyond ridiculous. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Comment, like, and subscribe if you like basketball content. Let me know what you thought of this draft lottery. Let me know how you think the rest of the Western Conference Finals is gonna go, and yeah, just let me know your feelings and what you think, and how do you think this plays into the future of the New York Knicks? How does this play for the Lakers free agency? How does this play for free agency in this offseason in general? So yeah, this was your boy Jay Varsity, and I'm out. Peace.
We got some non-believers out there.
Make believers out of non-believers. Make believers out the